Hello and welcome to this midweek vlog. I think we're up to number 5 in the series now. Plenty of questions coming in. If you have got any questions about me fishing, drop them in the comments below or send them me via Facebook or PM on air on YouTube and I'll add them to the list. There's a good variety of questions coming in, which is good, and it's not just on my fishing but my thoughts on different topics, so I'm enjoying this little series. Just a little update on YouTube it's going well. This channel started in October last year, I think, and at Christmas I set myself some goals to see whether it'd work or not, because I have done a written blog for a number of years, and yeah, I think it's going okay. The channel, the videos are getting regular views and being well received, and there's nice comments in the comment section. So yeah, I'm really enjoying putting the videos together. Me fishing this weekend just gone. I was on the river. It was a hard session. It was really difficult, but them sessions are the ones that you learn from, I think. The ones where it's a bite, a chuck, and it's dead easy. How much do you actually learn from them? You know, you don't really learn that much. You can learn bits, but the real lessons are when it's hard and you've got to think. And on Saturday, the bites died, and I made a change, and it worked. That video will be up next Friday. This Friday it's a tench fishing video, I think, on the venue I'm on now while I'm doing this piece. Fishing wise this weekend, I think we are either night fishing, which I very much doubt I'll be able to do a video vlog of that. I'll do my best, maybe by candlelight, but we'll do my best. Or a pole session on the river was another idea that we had, so there'd be one of them two, I would think. In the near future I've got Lloyd's Meadow review to do, to visit there and do put the nets in and do a session on there. So there's plenty of different things coming on the channel, and already looking forward to the pike fishing in October. It sounds mad, but that's how far ahead I think with me fishing. I'm already picking bits and pieces up for that. So yeah, that's a bit on the channel, a bit on my fishing at the moment, last week and this weekend, and let's get into the questions. So question number 1 this week was a question asked on YouTube, and it was would I ever visit Scotland fishing? Scotland is not just a place that I've wanted to go fishing, it's a place where in life I want to visit. I've never been, and every year we always go to Devon or Cornwall, and I've said a few times that is one of the places that I want to visit, not just for fishing but in general day-to-day life. I have thought about going fishing there. I think if I went fishing in Scotland, it'd be pike fishing that would attract me to go up there. My mate Steve, he talks a lot about his fishing in Scotland and talks, like really fondly of it. So that would be what I would. That's what I'd go up there to do, pike fishing. Yeah, in short, it would be somewhere where I would like to visit. It looks like a lovely place, very scenic, and as you see with my vlogs, I do like the scenic, quiet, out of the way places. So I think I would really enjoy a trip up there. So yeah, in short, yeah, I would definitely go fishing in Scotland. I don't think I'd go on my own though. I think it'd go as a group. But yeah, I definitely would love the chance to go fishing in Scotland. Right, question number 2 this week is about whether there be any carp fishing on the channel. Proper carp fishing was what was said on the question. In short, I don't see in the near future where there's going to be fishing on the channel where I'm going bivvied up for 3 days at a time or 2 days at a time. I'm not saying it'll never happen, because you don't know where fishing will take you, but at this moment in time, in the near future, there's not going to be any lengthy carp fishing trips, staying 2 or 3 days. There's plenty of good channels on YouTube. The Carp Catcher is one that I watch. I enjoy watching it, but on this channel there's not going to be any of that type of carp fishing. The question also mentioned about rigs and carp rigs, and will I be using any proper rigs on it. And in short, I will be. I've got ideas for a carp quest coming up. Anyone who read the written blog knows I like doing my carp quests or little quests. I did want to catch a £10 carp on the written blog, and it went well, but I did it my way on a natural venue. I could have gone a commercial and caught one in one session, but I did it the right way, the way I wanted to do it on a natural venue. But there is some ideas for carp fishing coming on the channel, but there will be more on a natural venue and more of a quest type style. There's a venue that I'm thinking of doing where there's a lot of bream and there's very few carp, but they are old, very old carp, that there's not very many of them in there, and it would be a challenge to catch them. There'd be short sessions of an evening, but I'd do all the baiting up and stuff like that. The question did also ask about why I always use a method feeder. And quite simply, I use the best rig for the situation available. The method feeder in shallow water, for me, I think is unbeatable, simply because it always lands like that, so it can land on anything. You know, if that was a load of weed like that on the bottom, it lands in the middle of it, but your bait is presented on top of it. It's always fishing for you, no matter where you cast that. It is always fishing, and in water from up to 3 foot deep, I don't think you can beat that rig, quite simply, and that's why I'm using it on this lake here. If we can just pan the camera around slowly, if you look at this corner here, on this bit, on the bit by the trees there, it's about 1 foot deep, 2 foot deep, but where the light is, it's about 8 or 9 foot deep. And I'm not fishing in that 8 or 9 foot water. I'm fishing on the shelf on the outside, so I have no need to use rigs that can go into deeper water. I'm fishing within the limitations of that. That can't be used in 8 or 9 foot. The pellets will come off it, but I'm fishing it in the right area. So the videos at the moment, I'm using the method feeder because it's the right rig for the situation, quite simply. So yeah, that's question number 2. There will be carp fishing on the channel, but that's the type of role it's going to take if I go down that avenue, and that's why I always use that type of method feeder. So question number 3 this week was a bit of a personal one really, but I don't mind answering it. I like them type of questions that are different from the normal day-to-day fishing, and it asked if I had a job, and also I would find enough time to go fishing and write all about it if I did. Simple answer to that is I do. I actually have a job. I work 9 to 5. I also have a wife and 2 children as well, so I have a lot of, you know, sometimes I do find it hard to fit it all in. I do a lot of planning. I do a hell of a lot of planning with me fishing. I try, and YouTube makes it a bit easier for me because you can schedule videos, so I can make a video and schedule it. Like, I've got a video going live this Friday, and by the end of this week, next Fridays will be ready, so I'm always kind of like a week ahead. So that takes a lot of the pressure off. The editing of the videos doesn't take that long actually, when you think about how it's recorded. Record the intro, record the fishing, and then the outro. It kind of runs in that order, so when you take it off the phone, it's in that order to upload. So the actual YouTube videos don't really take that long to make. That might change as I get new equipment, you know, like GoPros and different editing software, and be able to do different things like a video within a video, like where you have like the window in the video. So that might in the long term take more time, but at the moment, the actual YouTube side I think doesn't actually take that long to do. I do have other commitments in fishing. And one of them is catching fish. Trying to do this. So yeah, that's a bit for the vlog, isn't it? Right, so where was I? That fish is just resting in the net for me to do the picture for. Yeah, I have other commitments in angling. Obviously do a written blog as well as the YouTube. I'm an angling consultant for Warrington Angling Centre, so I do blogs for them each month. And I also do a bit of blogging for Cheshire Particle as well, when I use their product. So I do have a few commitments in fishing, but I generally plan well, and I use my dinner time. I get an hour for my dinner in work sometimes, and I use that time as well to put the written stuff together. So yeah, a lot of planning and a lot of fitting it in where I can is how I get it all done for me fishing. And then my fishing's on a Saturday. Every Saturday I go fishing. It's just my release from escapism as such from work. I work in a busy office, and fishing's the complete opposite. Gives you time to think and stuff. So yeah, that's the third question answered, and thank you very much for the question.